It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against Washington. Well, for Washington, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And tonight, two teams that love to get in transition. Shaq.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Washington Wizards come into this one after their win against the Clippers.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up. But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter make up the perimeter. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the one spot. And that one's good by Porter.
Fearless player out on the break. Give Porter room to run, he'll jump all over.
Now let's find out what head coach Scott Brooks had to say to David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys, and we're going to use it. Evan?
Thank you, David. Here is Wall, following the basket by Trae Young.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living block a shot. And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking. Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Porter, no luck.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize. The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now, here's Porter. After the miss from Trae Young. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The superb strength from the crafty guard. Walls used to get it knocked around. He sticks with his shot.
Whitehead's checked in for Young. Here's Daniels. Passes to Whitehead. Launches a three. Drills it from outside. Whitehead's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range. Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make. And that really opens things up for the offense.
Outside, Martin. Offensive rebound. Pass to Whitehead. Kicks it to Martin. Over Morris. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Works out with the screen for Wall. In the corner, it's Morris. 6 to shoot. No good on the shot. And it's Montreal the other way. Pass to O'Neal. In the corner, Daniels. And another three for Montreal.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morris, a screen to the middle, stolen by Martin. Here's Daniels. Offline with his three. Washington trailing. The pass to Wall. Outside, Porter. To the paint. Here's Gortat. And Gortat with the stuff.
Like the vision from Porter. Not just looking for his own shot. Constantly looking to get it to the open man.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck. And they just can't get anything wrong. Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through?
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Here's Whitehead. There's a screen. Passes it to Leiden. 6 to shoot. Here's Whitehead. Satoransky covering. Shot's good by Whitehead. Satoransky with it. He kicks it to Oubre. Right outside. Here's Scott. The rebound by Leiden.
Defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Here's Whitehead. Satoransky covering. 5 to shoot. Leiden. Nice D from Scott. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. And Wright throws it down hard.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish. So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. 2 points. That one goes. Korver's got his first points of the night.
And you gotta love that mid-range shot of Korver. Knows how to get the space he needs to let that one fly from that area.
Pass to Wright. Kicks it to Scott. Fades. It's rebounded by Montreal.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Miles the pass to Leiden. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Korver against Bridges. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Washington. Montreal is shooting their first free throws of the night right here. So for Montreal, Sendarius Thornwell's checked in for Leiden. And it's Korkmaz in for Whitehead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Scott can't get it to go.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot even with such a clean look.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That catch and shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass is good as it gets.
And Satoransky kicks to Scott. Shoots over Miles. Can't hit from the elbow. And so it's Montreal with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Well, that's what helped fuel this lead. They caught the defense a little bit off guard.
So on the floor for Washington, Kelly Oubre out there with Scott. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Brandon Wright, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. Got a piece of it. To the wing right side. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. Bridges has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Washington. Montreal leading by 4. Young passes to Thornwell. Here's Tice for 3. And Thornwell gets it to go. Thornwell's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Korkmaz kicks to Young. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Inside. Here's Oubre. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him, and he's on his way to the bucket.
Pass to Tice. And there's the pass to Korkmaz. A 3-pointer, no good. Wizards trail by 5. Bridges kicks to Satoransky. Passes to Oubre. Right outside. With the fadeaway. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And finished off by Scott.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing, not just in terms of points, but the momentum, too.
Here's what Montreal's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Daniel Tice. Jarrell Martin comes in for C.J. Myers. And Daniel subbed in for Cork Miles.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Charity strike shot. Here's Gortat. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gortat's got his second bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Good on the shot. And Montreal leads by 5.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Ball passes to Morris. He kicks to Gortat. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 5. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Young against Wall. Young passes to Martin. The shot off that time, and it's Washington the other way. And Wall kicks to Porter. It's rebounded by Montreal. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Martin up top. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Ball against Young. Here's Martin. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Wall up top, defended by Young. Pulls it from the elbow. Wall's shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that one's good. Daniel.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Morris with a screen on Young. Here's Wall. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
That's just big boy stretching ball. He can out-muscle you on these contact finishes.
And Montreal will go for a different look here. Biden's checked in for Martin. O'Neal comes in for Sindarius Thornwell. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And it's Whitehead in for Young.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And that one's good by Porter. 1:11 left in the first half. Outside Korver. Pass to Wyden. Here's Whitehead. Kicks it to Korver. Clock at 6. They set the screen. And another 3 for Montreal.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Wizards trail by 10. Wall passes to Morris. Gortat with the screen for Morris. All with it. 36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Morris, using his post move to get the 2 points. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
You better respect how crafty Morris is. When he's deep inside, the defense is toast. I mean, even when they have a hand up.
Korver against Beal. Now here's Korver. Defense right on him. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Montreal.
No, it's easy to appreciate Corey. I mean, he makes fast decisions in the screen and roll, and the team they can't back off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor order. Now some high flying in. Oh, he hits it. Oh, how about that shot? Incredible. And So it's Montreal enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. Kyle Korver having an outstanding game. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, Kenny should appreciate.
And that should do.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Yeah, I'm surprised the defense didn't do a better job of adjusting. I mean, extending out on him a little bit more.
Howard is out there with Martin. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Young. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Howard's shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And for Washington, Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. Porter and Morris make up the forward spots. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Martin kicks to Young. And the 3 off target. Wizards trail by 12. Outside Beal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Porter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Porter's got 8 points.
The in-between game of Porter continues to improve. A legitimate score, he said.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Bradley Beal picks one up for Montreal. They have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
That's not like him at all. I mean, he's been so steady up until those.
Here's Wall, rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Martin the pass to Young. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Yeah, just hit the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And a chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Wall against Young. Goes up with the strike. Martin with the block. It's Howard with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. We'll see Webb as someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Cutting the screen. Howard kicks to Daniels. Howard dishes to Miles. Boards out against Howard. That shot is off. And Morris throws it down.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashes open, I mean, he's right there with the pass.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Young's shot is off.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held him back as a unit.
Martin attacking, and he makes that one. Martin's got 6.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Young with the steal. The pass to Miles. Howard kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock. The dish to Daniels. Shoots over Beal, and there's Daniel. That's good on the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Washington calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now, here's Satoransky. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And another miss by Washington. Montreal leading by 13. And a deep three from Korver. A three-pointer is right on target.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Satoransky. Outside, Scott. Bridges passes to Scott. Now, here's Oubre, defended by Miles. 3 on the clock to stop the run. And again, Washington, no good. Last game for Montreal, they picked up the W against Golden State. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Blyden kicks to Korver. Puts it up from 15. And Wright pulls it down. Wizards trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Satoransky, the pass to Wright. And Wright throws it down hard.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Korver for 3. And no good that time. And it's Washington the other way. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Montreal. Sindarius Thornwell comes in for C.J. Miles. And a change for the Wizards. Markieff Morris is checked in for Brandon Wright. Scott is screened. Here's Satoransky. O'Neal with the rebound.
I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
And Thornwell gets it to go.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Morris with the screen for Satoransky. Fades. It's rebounded by Tice.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Outside Korver. O'Neal high post. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
And so it's Montreal in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feet. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Thornwell is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. Thornwell can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 16. Inside, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Korver against Wall. They double him with Wall. Martin kicks to Korver. For the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Korver's got 22 points.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters, though.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Korver dishes to Martin. Martin with the screen for Korver. Back to Martin. And good that time. And Montreal leads by 17.
Great set play, laying down the screen and setting up the easy chance.
Washington calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting three tonight.
So for Montreal, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Daniel Tice. Troy Daniels comes in for Sindarius Thornwell. Young is subbed in for Kyle Korver. And then for Washington, Gortat's checked in for Oubre. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Bridges. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Satoransky. Howard setting the pick for Young. They get it back. Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the board. Size, touch, and time that he possesses, just a lethal concoction.
Ball passes to Gortat. Over Howard. And another miss by Washington. Montreal leading by 19 points. Young from outside. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got 7 rebounds in the game. A nice shot by Wall.
And once it was a weakness in his game, but Wall has become a decent outside shooter. He just needs to keep building his confidence.
And here's Young. Screen by Howard. Shot off the pick by Young. Another shot. Howard can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Washington fast break. O'Neal against Porter. Now Wall. Passes it to Gortat. 5 on the clock. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Montreal the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Tries it from 19. That one wide left.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Young. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Wall with the steal. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Wizards trail by 16. Morris with the screen for Wall. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Wall's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's very good at staying in control on his drives, and with Wall's amazing speed, it's not easy to stay in control.
Montreal calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Korver.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they're going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, Montreal's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. He told them the lead we've got is good, but we can be better. Take it to them. Stay on the accelerator. Looks like he wants them to keep pushing it, guys.
Tries it from the top of the key. Wall, no luck. Montreal leading by 16. And Young kicks to Martin. Martin the screen. On its way from Young for 2. Montreal again missing.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Montreal.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyle Korver.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
It's stolen by Morris. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ahead, here's Porter. Martin with the block. Young with the ball. Pass to Daniel. He kicks it to Young. Hands it from downtown. And Montreal leads by 19.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
So we see Montreal get the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be...